Hello, everybody. Andy Schwartzentruber here, reporting on ethics and technology for this week's assignment. This week, I've actually got two personal stories with ethic issues and technology, and then one article that I read that kind of encompasses all of ethics into the classroom for technology. So let's get started. Technology and protected information. I was involved in a brand new implementation of an EMR system, which is electronic medical records. We found I kind of came in at the end of it as an administrator, and we were having serious issues with information being shared in between specific departments at the hospital. This issue was supposed to be resolved. We had been told by our vendor that it was resolved, and there was an ER visit from a patient, and the patient's protected health information ended up in the surgery's waiting room monitor, which is it was about a 55-inch monitor that explained the steps of surgery for people in surgery, but this patient's date of birth, patient's name, social security number, and MRN number ended up very large on this monitor in the surgery waiting room. This created a huge issue within our hospital because this was a HIPAA violation. So the fact that we did violate HIPAA per our EMR system, we had to then report it to the state of Illinois, and we were actually fined a large sum of money for this. And the ethic issue that we get here is we're to provide, protect patient information, but not only patient information, but we're supposed to protect our students' information using technology. All this new technology needs to be tested. It needs to be rolled out in a controlled manner with test environments, and to make sure that the information that we put on the technology does not end up on a monitor for everybody to see and take home. So this was a very interesting situation that we were involved in. The next one would be social media rants. Again, I was an administrator at a hospital, and there was a going away party for one of the staff members, and they wanted to make it a surprise, so this specific staff member was not on Facebook. So they planned it on Facebook, and they tried to include everybody, but not everybody was on Facebook. So this one specific staff member received an email about the party, which she did not get. So she did not attend the party. Long story short, the party went on. She did not attend. However, there was a picture posted on Facebook of everybody that was at the party, which then this person did receive via some other social media. And I did not put that in here because I wasn't sure exactly how they received it. And I can't remember the specifics of this, but one thing I do remember is she created an account on Facebook to specifically rant about this party that was going on. She threatened the staff members via social media, and obviously it got back to me as an administrator, and Human Resources got involved, and the staff member ended up being suspended and had to go through anger counseling because of a social media rant. The thing I put for ethic issues is providing a safe and secure workplace. I am not a big social media fan, and I never have been. I am on Facebook, but I basically use it to keep up with my family and the town that we moved from in Illinois. This is a big deal. People have to realize that if they put something on social media, it's for everybody to see. It can get around, and if you're going to rant like this, do it to somebody else and don't put it on Facebook, is my personal opinion. The final one is ethics in the classroom. I read a specific article, which is in the references, if you guys would like to look at it. But there's a lot of, they covered 4 different areas: academic, honest, and research ethics. It is so easy to download and search for different inquiries that plagiarism is a huge issue when it comes to technology. It's so easy to find information on the internet and put it in your papers, and it sounds like it's yours. Electronic communication, and this is via text message, Instagram, Snapchat. There has to be a line drawn between professional communication and personal communication. I receive a lot of text messages from my students regarding their clinic hours, if they're going to be sick, if things like this. I keep it very professional, and I do not provide any personal information on my text messages because I feel that that is not a very ethical thing to do. Um, Cyber networking and cyberbullying. The specific author gave a example that there was a Facebook page created for a specific classroom, and the instructor had very good intentions. It was going to try to create some camaraderie and collaboration within the students. However, what it did create was some pictures taking of a specific class member and posted on Facebook, and then the cyberbullying began, which then this kind of turned it around, and it did not work out as planned. And then the final issue is confidentiality. Obviously, we all know that if you put it on the internet, it's for everybody to see, and you can delete it off the internet. However, it's never gone. I do know that it can always be brought back one way or another for that reason. You have to be very, very careful on the data that you use with technology on the internet, specifically in the classroom and things like that. Some of my recommendations is obviously you need to test all your technology before you roll it out to a specific implementation. Education of everybody on proper usage of social media. You have to realize that if you create a Facebook page just to put a thread on it, they will find out. You need to set boundaries and expectations for technology for students. Tell them what you expect of them and set the boundaries appropriately. Provide them technology policies. Know if they break these specific boundaries and expectations, that there are consequences. If they cyberbully, if they plagiarize, they should be in writing. They should be explained how this is going to work. And just it's easy enough to make a smart choice on what you put on the internet, what you put on social media, what you need to take care of. So I apologize for going long, but this is my reference, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Have a good evening.